Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Megaman X here on the heavybass X channel. Last time, we killed off Armadillo, which was a surprisingly easy boss with the electric spark. In order, this would have made him the third boss in the game that actually had this. Moving on to Launch Octopus. This is, by Logic's prediction, he is actually the boss that's weak to the rolling shield. So, the only thing that's left to do is basically take out enemies that are using boss order. And we're pretty strong ourselves. The rolling shield, we now have our weapon, is, at this point, fancy skills comes into play. Believe me, you will need to start using the fancy skills. There are some tricky opponents in this water level, or this ocean. Either way, it is somewhat of a tricky version, but if you want to get this right, like you do, and I do mean you do. Anyway, the reason why this level is challenging, when we get down to it, is mostly because of the mini-boss in this level. This thing, Tricky, takes quite a bit of damage. So naturally what you can do is use Electric Spark to take care of him, which does quite a bit of damage. But you can see there, it takes way too many Electric Sparks to do. It's strong against machines, but it's strong against machines. However, I still prefer Storm Tornado's long-lasting consistency. But anyway, moving on. This is the difficult part right here. As you can see, trying to use the electric attack, not a good idea. As you see, I'm running out of everything. I'm literally throwing everything I got at the guy. So I can start running out of things in it. Yes, it's not a boss. It's actually a tricky one if you have no idea how you beat this game, but hey. Anyway, we got that one out of the way. Moving on. This is basically an easy judge level now. If you take advantage of all that, using the Storm Tornadoes, the only thing that takes this ship out. Nothing else counts. Once you basically use the Storm Tornado to essentially, well, send the ship down right through the spikes here, and then you'll go straight to a hidden area. A hidden boss is here. Not hidden boss, but a hidden sub-boss, who is pathetically easy with the Storm Tornado. Seriously, he is that weak and that potent. But it doesn't matter, because the only reason why you want to come here in the first place is because there's something right here at the end. Another heart tank. That's our number 6. Yeah, that is our number 6. That's pretty about it. This is where now we can literally just zoom towards the end of the level. Seriously, it's not that long. Seriously, once you have the weapons, once you get realizing that these levels are really short. Probably the real reason why I put these episodes up in the first place. Why is that? Well, one, I felt that, I must have killed him while I was in midair. Well done, me. That was not much. Anyway, rolling shield time. As you can see here, go straight to that. Charge it up, as I said before, it does a shield. Although it's not necessarily needed against, say, thingy. Even though the shield does a lot of damage, it's a protective measure. So here's Launch Octopus. Now, the thing you can do with Launch Octopus is quite simple. Defeating him basically does another elemental attack, if you may have known. Elemental things. There's only about 3 environmental affections you can do here. Anyway, with the weapons, Launch Octopus is kind of hard. And he is kind of tricky, but even though his move basically is just launching torpedoes, he can also create a cyclone, which then he can get his hands. But since he's easy beatable, then there you go. So, defeating Launch Octopus was not that particularly useful, but he does drop off an interesting weapon that's either unique. the only few times an elemental weapon was only mentioned, the homing torpedo. Good color scheme as well. Homing torpedo, basically. Homing your enemies, no matter where they are. It gives you a little indication of who to use this next on. But we have 6 weapons. We have 6 bosses down. There's about 4 6s here. The sides are apparent. So 2 bosses left. Boomakuwanga and Sting Chameleon. Next time we are going to take care of Boomakuwanga. So, see you all then. Bye for now.